Well, tonight's Florida State game was the most anticipated matchup in years. Both teams were 10-1, and the fourth-ranked Gators still had the national championship game in their sights. 10th-ranked Noles needed a win and a miracle to make the title game. So to Tallahassee we go. First half action, 13-10 Florida with the lead, but E.J. Manuel would change that rolling right. He coasted into the end zone for the one-yard score, 17-13 Noles. Now to the fourth quarter. It's 2016 Florida State. Mike Gillislee takes the handoff, finds a lane, and he takes it 37 yards for the score. It's 23-20 Gators. Later in the fourth, Jeff Driscoll moving to his right. He connects with Quentin Dunbar. He takes it in for the 14-yard touchdown. The final score in this one, 37-26 Gators. Florida outscored Florida State 24-6 in the fourth quarter. Now to Ohio State and Michigan. First quarter, 7-0 Ohio State. Michigan's Devin Gardner rolls right and finds Roy Roundtree. Roundtree breaks a tackle, then does a great job of using downfield blocking to score the 75-yard touchdown. We're all tied at 7 apiece. Let's go to the second quarter now. It's 14-10 Wolverines, and Ohio State's Braxton Miller moves to his right and finds Corey Brown, who takes it in for the 14-yard touchdown. 17-14 Ohio State, fourth quarter, 26-21. After a couple of Buckeye field goals, last chance for Michigan, Gardner moves left, but he's intercepted by Ohio State's C.J. Barnett. And that seals the ball game. The Buckeye season is over, even though they are unbeaten for the sixth time in the school's history. Here's head coach Urban Meyer after the ball game.
As good as it gets. I don't think it's fair to anybody to say 1A, 1B, 1C, but this is, I can tell you this, that's as good as it gets. The way it happened, once again, striking adversity. You name a game where we didn't have to deal with adversity, it didn't happen this year.
Some top 25 scores brought to you by Bob Taylor Chevrolet. Notre Dame and USC still going at it. 22-13 there. Oregon all over Oregon State. Stanford hammers UCLA. Texas A&M blows out Missouri. South Carolina knocks off Clemson. Oklahoma needed overtime to beat Oklahoma State in Bedlam. Pitt upsets Rutgers, and UConn stuns Louisville in triple overtime. The Alabama-Auburn matchup in this year's Iron Bowl was thought to be a mismatch. The Tide were a 4-touchdown favorite before kickoff, and they didn't waste any time putting points on the board. First quarter, Alabama already up 14-0. A.J. McCarron looks for Amari Cooper for 37 yards and the touchdown, and he'll get it. It'll be 21-zip Alabama. In the third quarter, the Tide still rolling, up 35-0. McCarron hooks up with Cooper once again, this one for 29 yards. The Tide go on to easily win 49-zip. They're going to face Georgia in the SEC championship game. And here are the aforementioned Bulldogs, ranked third, taking on Georgia Tech, and this one got out of hand. Third quarter, 28-3 Dogs. Georgia's Aaron Murray hits Jay Rome for the 24-yard touchdown. It's 35-3 Georgia. Later in the third quarter, Keith Marshall breaks right and goes 17 yards for his second rushing touchdown on the day. Final score 42-10 Georgia. Well, tomorrow it's the NFL only on week. James Harrison and the Pittsburgh Steelers look to notch another win in the AFC North as they take on Trent Richardson and the Cleveland Browns. Coverage starts at 1 only on week. The FGCU men's basketball team in action tonight in the Big Apple, taking on St. John's. The Eagles make it respectable, but they fall to the Red Storm, 79-68. Bernard Thompson led the way for FGCU with 20 points in the loss. And the FGC women, they beat Hampton 70-59 at the Paradise Jam tournament in the Virgin Islands. Sarah Hansen had a big game for the Eagles with 23 points, 12 boards, and 6 assists. Well, to the NBA, the Heat and the Cavs in Miami. Cleveland gave LeBron James and Miami all they could handle, but LeBron, he had 30 on the night, and the Heat win just barely, 110-108. And former boxing champion Hector Macho Camacho has died after being taken off of life support this morning. The 50-year-old has been unconscious since being shot in the face while he was in a parked car outside of a bar Tuesday night in Puerto Rico. He was declared brain dead by doctors on Thursday. Camacho's 3-decade career was marked by fights against legends like Sugar Ray Leonard, Oscar De La Hoya, Felix Trinidad, and Roberto Duran.
Wow, quite a career.
It was.
All right, thanks, Rich. Well, when we'll look at your forecast coming up next.